but or 3-0-1 potentially. Mega Mewtwo is just doing very, very well. It's in a very favorable field right now with the decks that are remaining. He just kind of came in here and really had no issue with any of these other decks. So coin flip there is heads. Not sure who actually called heads there, so we'll have to see who goes first based on the draw here. But they are both ready to go. So, be Mega Mewtwo versus Yveltal for the second time. Complete same match that we had in round number 2. All right, both have their Pokemon in place. And we're ready to go here. Putting out the 6 prizes. Not sure if the judges actually told them they can start yet or not. So I'm actually going to set my clock. All right, looks like we're ready to go. As soon as the judge says begin, we will start our coverage here of round number 5, and we're ready to go. So, looks like we've got Mewtwo, and we've got Fright Night Yveltal and Yveltal EX on the bench. So John's going to start off round here. He must have won the coin toss. Ultra Ball away, Pokemon Center Lady, and a Mega Turbo. He's going to be looking for a Hoopa here if it's not prized. He's going to want to start setting up his Mewtwo's as quickly as possible. Might get a Shaman as well. Yep, there's the Shaman. He flips it up there to the front. So he'll be grabbing 2 Mewtwo's and a Shaman. He's really made this deck work very, very well in this field, like I said before. He doesn't really have a bad matchup. Vespiquen gives it a little bit of trouble, as he spoke to me earlier about. But other than that, there's just not much to really be concerned about. As long as the draws are in his favor, no dead drawing or anything like that, it really just is a good matchup. We saw how it took on Nathan in round number 2. And round 1 was kind of a good round. Round number 2, though, was pretty much one-sided. John really had that one nailed down. We see another Ultra Ball come down. He's going to get rid of a Mewtwo and a VS Seeker. Trying to thin out his hand here to play down that Shaman, I'm sure. So he goes for a Trubbish, trying to shut off that ability for tools. Obviously, Fright Night Yveltal gives this deck some problems if you don't take care of it with Garb very quickly. Not being able to attach your tool card, or being able to attach your tool cards but not have them mean anything is definitely hard. You know, you're going to be giving up a turn to Mega Evolve, and that is definitely something you don't want to do here. You don't want to give any turns to Yveltal, but that is Ryan's kind of win condition here, is to make that Fright Night work in his favor to shut those off while he can build up his board. But John definitely does not want to give up those turns. So we see a Float Stone come down on the Trubbish and a Float Stone come down on the Hoopa as well. So both of those are ready to be promoted, retreated at any time. All we need is that Garb there. Here we go. There's the Float Stone, or the Float Stone. There's the Lysander on his Yveltal on the bench. Now comes into the active. Now his tool card actually means something, unless he manages to retreat it back outward again. So you see Psychic Energy come down on Mewtwo EX and a Parallel City. He parallels himself, throws out those 2 Shamans. Definitely a good move there, getting those things off the board. That is a risk to have on the board when you've got Fright Night Yveltal sitting there. Potentially powered, if he can power it up quickly enough, he could have taken out those Shamans very easily. Alright, so a Delinquent comes down. Parallel City is going to go away. He's going to have to get rid of 3 cards out of his hand, and there go 2 Mega Mewtwo's and a VS Seeker. Oh, man. And then with Parallel being bumped off the field, that puts Ryan in the position to be able to put down his own Parallel City. And then we see John play an N here. So he did have a 1 Mega Mewtwo in hand. He had 3 Mega Mewtwo's in his hand. That is wild. But having to throw away 2 of them definitely hurts. He's got to get those back. You know, you really can't go anywhere in this match once you lose that first Mega Mewtwo. So he's going to have to really play this match out quickly or get them back via Super Rod. Alright, so it looks like he'll be able to at least attack this turn. He's got a Psychic Energy in hand, which he does attach, so he's at least going to hit for 70 here. Onto that Yveltal. And look, we got a Float Stone on the Mewtwo? Was that what that was? Was a Float Stone? Sure looked that way. So he does go ahead and Psychic Infinity for 70 damage on the active Yveltal. You see Ryan's got a Max Elixir in hand. He's definitely going to want to try to power up that benched Fright Knight Yveltal that way if he can, and it doesn't look like he's going to do it. He does whiff on that Max Elixir, so he's just going to attach manually to the benched one, and he's probably going to play that N. He benches another Fright Knight Yveltal, plays the N. No reason to shuffle the hand if you're going to be playing N. Just got to hope, like I said, John's got to hope that he has a way to get those Mewtwo's back. This match could swing very quickly if he doesn't. Alright, so Ryan pulls the Float Stone off of the Trainer's Mail here. He'll be attaching that to the active Yveltal EX, going into Fright Knight and start dealing 60-60. Chipping away at his bench and active. Which you will be able to do at least one turn. That Mewtwo, though, it'll come back swinging for 70, 100, 160. So there's no way that Yveltal, Fright Knight Yveltal, is going to do more than one turn's worth of damage. But he does promote it, retreats that Yveltal, goes in 60 on the Mewtwo on the bench, and of course 60 of the active Mega Mewtwo as well.
All right, Yu-Gi-Oh! Circuit Series players, the time is 3:55 p.m. You have 40 minutes, you may begin.
Alright, he plays a VS Seeker for Pokemon Center Lady, so that's going to heal off his active Mega Mewtwo, the 60 damage. Negating that damage that he put up there in the first place, going to knock out that Fright Knight Yveltal, take his first prize of the game. Ryan promotes an Yveltal EX here, the one with the Float Stone, Fighting Fairy Belt on the Yveltal Fright Knight. Kind of in a tight spot here, no energy on the board, and you've got to have at least 2 energy attachments to start doing damage again. So there's a Sycamore, gets rid of a lot of stuff. VS Seeker, I saw a Dark Energy there as well. He doesn't get the Max Elixir by the looks of things. But he does have the DCE. So if he does manage to get into another Max Elixir here and hits it, he could do 60 and 60 again with Fright Knight. Alright, so there's another Yveltal EX to go on to the bench. Mega Mewtwo is a very scary deck. It does not take much to get it set up, and there's really not a lot you can do to come back from it once you start falling behind. There's a DCE attached to the Yveltal EX. He goes ahead and benches a Shaman here for 6. Lots and lots of energy in hand, and an Yveltal as well. Looks like that might be a VS Seeker over there. Second card to the left, or to the right. All right, looks like he's just going to pass over to John after benching that Yveltal EX. So John can hit for 70 here, and it's going to be a total of 140. He needs to get at least one more energy attached, and I don't think he has... yeah, he does. He has an energy in hand over there on the far side. Looks like he might have one there. Oh, he's going to go ahead. He goes ahead and throws out that DCE, surprisingly. I figured he would have probably have at least attached there. He doesn't want to attach the DCE because he doesn't want to deal that much damage. But there's the Garb. So now Fright Knight is no longer an issue for his other ones if he happens to get those Mega Mewtwo back. But he might just be able to do this all with one Mega Mewtwo here. Here comes an Yveltal with a double colorless energy attached to it, and Ryan just has a handful of energy. It's quite bad. That VS Seeker is going to have to go for an N. Or... yeah, that was an N. Okay. Yeah, you really can't do anything with that hand. You can't throw it away. You can't Sycamore it. You've got to put it back into the deck. So, N back in. 6 for Ryan. 3 for John. Alright, so Ryan throws down a Trainer's Mail. Digging here, Fighting Fury Belt, Pokemon Center Lady, and an Ultra Ball. He grabs the Fighting Fury Belt. And for the time being, if he manages to keep his active Yveltal alive, it would survive at least one hit. Looks like he's going to Y-Cyclone here. That's the smart move. Y-Cyclone and moves that DCE down to the bench Yveltal. Got to get that energy off of it. And now there's pretty much no way John can knock out that Yveltal with the Fighting Fury. About 210 is what he would have to hit. And right now he's hitting for 30, 60, 90, 120. He does have the option here to damage change, which he does. Moves that energy or that damage off of the Mega Mewtwo and onto Yveltal EX. Much smarter move than using Psychic Infinity at this point. If you can't take the knockout, it is much better to do the damage change. Alright, Ryan's going to VS Seeker for Delinquent. Wow, 3 DCEs right into the discard pile. Oh my goodness, his entire hand was nothing but special energy. That has to hurt. Alright, with a hand to 0 now, the game definitely looks a little bit different. It looks like he'll be able to, let's see, 30, 60, 90, 120, 150. He'll be able to take the knock. Oh, wow, that top deck. The top deck Sycamore. Oh, my gosh. Wow. Turns that luck right back around there. That is quite remarkable. John's eyeing his hand here, figuring out what exactly to do next here. Looks like he's going to go for an Ultra Ball. Doesn't really see anything he likes, it looks like. Alright, so he's going to hit that Mewtwo EX there. At this point, there's not a whole lot he's going to be able to do here. All right, another energy gets attached here to Mewtwo. Thinking about Shatter Shot here. Nope, he's just going to retreat. So into Hoopa.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Invitational players, that is time in the round. If you are still in a match, please proceed to your 3-turn end of match procedures. If you need assistance with these procedures, please raise your hand and call for a judge. Once again, Yu-Gi-Oh! Invitational players, that is time in the round. If you are still in a match, please proceed to your 3-turn
So Hoopa in the active position, it's definitely
if you need assistance with these procedures, please
going
raise
to
your
be a
hand
hard
and
way to
call
go.
for a
Like I said,
judge.
without Mega Mewtwo's, those two delinquents that Ryan played down on John were very, very harsh. Mega Mewtwo's gone, 3 DCE's gone. It's very, very hard to come back from. Even with this prize exchange down as far as it is. All Ryan has to do is snipe that Mewtwo on the bench, and that's pretty much it for him. So John gets end into 1, looks at it and puts it back down. Don't know what that card is yet. There's a Fighting Fury Belt. That is definitely a nail in the coffin there. To knock that out now is going to be very difficult. If not impossible at this point. So it looks like we're going to see a Y Cyclone here. Going on to the Fright Knight Yveltal.
Circuit Series Yu-Gi-Oh! Players,
Which means he's trying to pick away. He's considering picking away at the benched Mewtwo.
Sign-ups for endless side events at the main stage. Thank you.
All right, Trainer's Mail. Trying to decide here what to take. He's going to take the Lysander. His only real target that he has left that he could knock out effectively is that Shaman. And is the smartest play to bring up. Now the question is, do you put yourself at risk by retreating the Hoopa? He's going into Garb. No. Yeah, okay, yes, he is going for it. I kind of thought maybe he might risk it a little bit there. There's the retreat. And there it is. All right, so John is going to scoop to Ryan on game 1. Once Ryan played down those 2 delinquents, it would just be way too much. Way too much. And in the interest of time now, if I were John, I would have done the same thing. He had such a great looking board in the very beginning. Really looked strong. Mewtwo's so hard to come back from and actually win. But Ryan manages to pull it off here in a very surprising manner. Very lucky delinquents there, that's for sure. Smart moves on that for sure. Those VS Seekers were well played. All right, so our competitors here are shuffled up and getting ready to start off game 2 again. Both have a basic here, so we're ready to go for game 2 of this 5th and final round of Swiss before Top Cut. And it's Trubbish and Mewtwo. All right, so John's going to start off here with an Ultra Ball. He's going to get rid of a Trainer's Mail and a Pokemon Center Lady. I'm going to hunt down that Hoopa if it isn't prized. And it is not, once again. So there, he's going to go for 2 Mewtwo's and a Shaman. Pretty standard move for the first turn of Mewtwo. You always want to start off with Mewtwo active and then Hoopa.
Do you want to order Grubhub? Do you want to order Grubhub? Huh? Okay,
All right, so there goes the two Mewtwo's. He's got a Mewtwo Spirit Link attached to the active and also onto the bench. And there goes the Shaman.
Yeah, he had 2 buys and now that's gotta feel the worst. He got soul charged. He said it.
All right, so
He was like, you probably just soul charged.
almost benched that Trubbish there. Took it back at the last second. Decided against it.
Probably 3. We're gonna do 4 though. We're gonna do 4. Oh, question. So if I side an extra card in, do I have to switch to sleeve, or as long as my side deck's like in the box?
Passes the turn to Ryan here. He's going to start off with an Ultra Ball of his own. Looks like he's going to throw away another Ultra Ball and a Dark Energy. Nope, Lysander and Dark Energy.
Red sleeves in my main deck is all, and side deck is all the same green stuff. So I'm saying I don't have to swap the sleeves. I can just swap the card.
No, you never had to.
All right, I was just.
No, yeah,
Probably going to go for an Yveltal EX at this point.
You can't tell it apart.
Maybe a Shaman if he can get rid of his hand size.
Because I've been siding in the last 2 rounds. I sided in most of it. And like, I don't want to have to take.
Yep, he's going. He looks like he's going to go for the Shaman.
Actually, like, very obvious what I'm siding in.
Yeah, no. Your extra deck can always use a different sleeve for back.
All right, I didn't know that.
Like you can have each card in your extra deck can
Could be a different color.
They have to be uniform.
As
As long as they are like not
They can't be the
confused.
same as your extra your main deck though. Or at least they shouldn't be.
They,
your
they
own.
can be because.
So Ryan puts down the Parallel City,
Everything in their
letting John take his Shaman away if he wants to.
Okay,
It's
I was
like-
just wondering.
as long as your opponent loses.
And there goes
Yeah.
Yveltal onto the bench with a Dark Energy and a Shaman.
I can't believe I metagame to play against.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hand of 6.
See, now you go play Metal
Fighting
Football.
Fury Belt on Yveltal EX.
Right. I like how you think.
No float stones though.
Today is being held in one day. Is that correct? If so,
I know
that's-
Jackie had some hero player give her plus 13 on Maxine and skip her be that. Do you want to play?
All right, so you see Sycamore here.
Yeah, he
Gonna go for Trainer's Mail.
He tried to mind game me.
Still trying to dig for that float stone, I think.
I win next turn.
He's got Fighting Fury Belt, Max Elixir. He could Max Elixir here to that Yveltal EX. But looks like he's gonna grab the Enhanced Hammer.
Yeah, you're using that.
It did its job, I guess.
It makes it like it's not even for that game. Was that the last game? Or?
It was game 1.
Yeah. So like boys and later, it's like it's like playing a scene for a future mind game where it's like you go to the same play and they're like, oh shit, what was he supposed to have? Or didn't have. Don't go for it.
All right, so he's gonna go for the Max Elixir here.
All right, I'm gonna keep going.
Hoping for that Dark Energy out of the top. Still nothing. Lots of misses on those Max Elixirs. That's unfortunate. There's a float stone for Trubbish there. And a Fighting Fury Belt on Shaman, it looks like. And Shaman again. Still digging. There's another Max Elixir, so he has another shot here at powering up that Yveltal EX on the bench. There they are. There's a bunch of them together. All right, so now he's able to start swinging for 70, it looks like. There's no energy on the board for John yet. And there he goes retreats into Yveltal EX. Force looks like 70 damage. All right, so there's a Mega Mewtwo on the bench there. And also in the active. All he needs is a DCE to start swinging for himself. There goes the Shrine of Memory. He's going to counter that Parallel City there. Ultra Ball gets rid of Trubbish and Float Stone. More than likely hunting down Shaman of his own. There it is. So he's definitely digging for that DCE. So you can start hitting for at least 130 on this turn. All right, so there goes Jamie. He's going to draw 5 more cards. And there it is, the final card in the DCE. Spirit Link on the bench to Mewtwo. Floatstone on Hoopa. No, he's taking it back. There's Trubbish with Floatstone. VS Seeker. Probably going to go for either Sycamore or N here. No, Pokemon Center Lady. Yep, that's perfect. He's going to heal off that damage off of Mega Mewtwo on the next turn. There goes Sycamore. So he throws out the Pokemon Center Lady. There's a Mega. So 3 Mega Mewtwo's on the board this time. And a 130 damage from Psychic Infinity. Plays down a Fright Night Yveltal here. Debating on playing the end. There it goes. Alright, so he's going to end for 6. Both of them, actually. Going to be getting 6 cards. More than halfway through this round. Game number 2. Ryan up 1-0 over John. Alright, there's a Trainer's Mail. It's like Fighting Fairy Belt, Professor Sycamore's. I'm going to grab that Sycamore off the Trainer's Mail. There's a Max Elixir. Will he hit any energy off the top? Yes, there's one right there. Going to go on the Fright Night Yveltal on the bench. He's going to go for it again here. Top 6 cards once again. Will he find it? Looks like he's got it. No. No, that was not an energy. Looked like an energy there, the second card. He's going to play the Enhanced Hammer on Mega Mewtwo there. There goes that DCE. Dark Energy. Looks like he's going to attach here to Yveltal Fright Night. Just a quick update on the ARG qualifier, guys. Looks like we have our top 8. Looks like Hunter Butler got first seed from my buddy Safraz, Team Meta deck. We got Santiago Rodriguez 4-0-2 for second seed. Third seed is Christopher Perovic 4-0-2. Grafton Roll, who finished in top 8 at the London Intercontinentals, has a 4-1-1 record. Derek Perez, you guys watching from my channel, you guys know Derek, that's Shadow TCG. He actually comes in 6th, going into top 8, 4-1-1. Gregory Chisholm at 4-1-1, and Justin, looks like, I can't pronounce that last name, Deviltian? I can't pronounce that one at all, but yeah, 4-1-1. That's the top 8 for your ARG Orlando qualifier. So 4 people, I should say. Joshua Velez, I also know him, that's 6th place, I'm sorry. Joshua Velez has 6th, Derek has 5th. Joshua actually has been, used to be part of our Pokemon League as well, so congratulations to him. A lot of 4-1-1, 4-0-2, 5-0-1. Looks like a bunch of people that were 4-something didn't quite make the cut. There is one 4-1-1 that bubbled out at 9th. So 4-1-1 was the cut. Congratulations to those top 8. Back to the game at hand here. Looks like Ryan's going to go into Fright Night Yveltal. Going to take out that knockout on Mega Mewtwo. Going into Garb with the Float Stone. Attaching the Mega Mewtwo here. Retreating to Mega Mewtwo. Gonna knock out that Fright Night with 150 damage there off of Mega Mewtwo. Those 3 energy on that Fright Night really help power it up. But, wow, Ryan returns with an Enhanced Hammer. There goes that DCE. Once again, hammers are really just giving it to John here. His energy has just not been with him. He's not been able to keep any energy at all with him, it seems like, the last 2 games. Ryan's looking here from an Ultra Ball. Looks like he's going to get an Yveltal EX, put it on the bench here. Doesn't have anything with any energy on it, it looks like. Actually, neither side of the board has any energy at all. So it's really interesting to see exactly how this turn of events will play out. There's another trainer's mail. Looks like he's digging for something here.
Yu-Gi-Oh player, Mason Broussard. Yu-Gi-Oh player, Michael Campos to the stage. Once again, Yu-Gi-Oh player, Mason Broussard. Michael Campos to the stage.
Ryan's got 3 DCEs and a VS Seeker in his hand. So much energy. But it looks like he's going to place it on the bench Yveltal. Nope. Nope, he's going to put it on Shaman. Looks like he's going to VS Seeker for something. He's got to make sure it's in the deck before they play it out. All right, he's going in for an N. So Ryan's going to draw 4. John is going to get 3 here. It's like Ryan's debating on going into Shaman there to do Sky Return for 40. Looks like that's what he's about to do. No, he's going to be going more in his favor, but it doesn't look to be that way. So it looks like we're going to have to go to game 3. Each player's going to shuffle up and get ready for that. All right, so it looks like we got to start here. We got Frightener Yveltal in the active position, fighting Fury Belt and a Dark Energy with a Trubbish with a Floatstone on the bench. And John is taking his turn here. Got Mewtwo in the active. Turn 1 Ultra Ball. Looks very, very familiar here. We've seen him do it quite a few times throughout this Invitational. Going for the Hoopa. And then, of course, going for the 2 Mewtwo's and probably the Shaman. I've seen him go for 2 Mewtwo's. I've seen him go for 2 Mewtwo's and a Shaman. But definitely going for that, at least one of those choices there. There they go. 2 Mewtwo's and a Shaman. So there goes the 2 Mewtwo's. There goes a Floatstone on the Hoopa, a Link and a DCE on the Mewtwo, and a Shaman for 5. It looks like John is going to go ahead and do another Ultra Ball here, getting rid of Sycamore and N. Getting a Trubbish out of that Ultra Ball, putting it on the bench. Both players now with a Trubbish on either side of the field. There's a Floatstone as well, and a Trainer's Mail comes down. A couple choices there he could go with. Looks like he opted for the Lysander here. Good Spirit Links for both of the Mewtwo's. There goes a Parallel City down in the stadium. He's going to get rid of his own Shaman, parallel himself down to 3 on the bench. Ryan comes up, top decks a Trainer's Mail. Got a bunch of choices there, but the looks of it, got Max Elixir. Obviously can't grab another Trainer's Mail or anything like that, but all full of Trainers in his hand. He's going to grab the Ultra Ball by the looks of it. And throw away probably those 2 energy. I don't see him throwing away the VS Seeker. There they go. Alright, so there go the 2 dark energy. Looks like he's going to grab a Shaman here.
Series players, that is time in the round. If you are still
All right, there goes a float stone on the Shaman. Ultra Ball again.
You need assistance with these procedures,
I see a Lysander being thrown out. It looks like an N as well.
Once again, Yu-Gi-Oh! Circuit Series players, that is time in the round. If you are still in a match, please proceed to end of match procedures.
And there's an Invitational EX onto the bench.
Procedures, please raise your hand and call for a judge.
All right, Via Seeker going for Lysander by the looks of it. Bringing up the Mewtwo EX from the bench without any energy on it.
Card Fight Vanguard players, I need the following player up to the front, please.
Played on a Shrine of Memories, bumping that Parallel City that is currently in play. Evolves into Mega Mewtwo here. DCE attached. Currently able to hit for 90 damage. Or 100 damage, I'm sorry.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Judges, I need Judge Haley up to the front, please. Judge Haley up to the front, please.
Via Seeker once again for Lysander, just pulling up all of the Mewtwo's that don't have anything on them. Keeping him from really building one up in particular. And there's another DCE. Alright, so Sycamore throwing away a couple of Psychic Energy at Mewtwo and a Garbodor. There's a Mega Mewtwo right there. So at this point now, he's able to hit for the knockout on that Fright Knight Yveltal, leaving Ryan without a board. All right, there's that Parallel City once again, bumping his Shrine of Memories. There's a Psychic Energy for Mega Mewtwo on the bench. Does have a Mega Turbo in hand. Looks like he's saving that, not letting on to the fact that he has more energy in hand. So Ryan promotes a Shaman with a Float Stone, a Sycamore off the top deck. My goodness. There goes an Ultra Ball. We're at a Sycamore and a Garbodor here. There's another Fright Knight Yveltal down onto the bench. And there's a Max Elixir as well. Looks like he's already hit the energy. Going on to Yveltal EX. Now if we can just attach to that, retreat that Shaman, and start hitting that Mega Mewtwo. Looks like he'll be able to do that. He's got a DCE in his hand. So he's going to Y Cyclone here. Move the DCE to the bench, Yveltal EX. There's another Mega Mewtwo. So 3 Mega Mewtwo's powered up and ready to go. John is in a really good spot here. Looks like he's going to retreat into one with more energy. Right now hitting for 130. There's 160, 10 short. Without a Mega Turbo, which I thought I saw in hand before. There's the Mega Turbo. 2 Mega Turbos, as a matter of fact. Pulling out 2 Psychic Energies from the discard pile, 1 in the active, and 1 on the bench. Now he has enough to knock out the Yveltal EX that's currently in the active position, leaving him with the opportunity now to attack Psychic Infinity for 190 damage. But first he's going to Ultra Ball. Throwing out Trubbish. Looks like he's going to fail it here. Nothing in there that he wants to grab out of there. Really not much that he needs at this point. He's got a pretty good board set up right now. Going to throw down a Trainer's Mail. And it looks like he's got a couple of options here. I see Mega Turbo once again. Is that a card he wants to take? It depends on if he has another Psychic Energy in there, which it looks like he might. Yes, there we go. So there's another Mega Turbo. Which he's going to go ahead and just play real quick. Probably going to throw it onto the Mega Mewtwo on the bench. That's already got a couple energy on it. 2 very highly powered up options here. So he's going to be able to attack for knockout here without a doubt. Looks like he's going to via Secret or Sycamore here first, though. There's a DCE on. Looks like he's going to put it on the Fright Knight. John's only got to get 2 more prizes here. If he has another VS Seeker, he could go for Lysander, unless he has it in hand.
Up to the front, please. Jonathan Hernandez, up to the front.
Looks like Ryan's going to play an N here by the looks of it. John's got to get 2 cards here. What does he got? No idea. He put them down too fast. Could not see what those cards might have been. There's a Max Elixir. He hasn't hit it yet, and looks like he's not going to hit it at all. So he won't be able to power up either one of those Pokemon unless he does it from hand. So he does have 1 Dark Energy in his hand.
I need the following player, if you're not involved in a match, up to the front, please. Jonathan Hernandez, up to the front, please. Jonathan Hernandez, up to the front.
It looks like he's promoting Fright Knight Yveltal, actually. Trying to save himself from getting those 2 prizes taken down. He's just going to pass here. Alright, so there's a Sycamore getting rid of Pokemon Center Lady and an Ultra Ball. So no Lysander this turn. He's going to have to take that knockout on the Fright Knight Yveltal. Got another Psychic Energy to attach the Mewtwo on the bench. Take the knockout on Fright Knight. I see Ryan has an Enhanced Hammer in hand. Taking off that DCE from the active. Lysander on Mega Mewtwo on the bench. One with damage. There's a DCE. Looks like he's going to Sky Return here. That's exactly what he's going to do. Sky Return for 30 damage on Mega Mewtwo. And he's going to take his final card here. Has to take the prize.